5 weeks ago, Wizards Unite dropped their first trailer, giving us some insight to what we can expect from the game. 5 weeks on, we now have a second trailer, and in this video, I'll be breaking it down bit by bit, seeing if there's any little bits of information that we can gather any more insight into the game. In addition to this, we'll be looking at the change in the threat exposure level, and seeing if this can give us some insight into the new release date. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time here, we will be talking about any updates regarding Wizards Unite. We do a weekly discussion about speculation of what the game might hold, as well as breaking down any updates. You will be informed about updates as soon as they drop, as soon as I find them, which is pretty quick. This one dropped 2 hours ago, and I'm already on it. So make sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell if you want to keep up to date with future information. So first off, in combination with the brand new release of the second trailer, we have this. The Wizarding World is at risk of exposure. The magical exposure level has increased from dark green to light green. Previously, it was at dark green, which indicates 0 threat. Now we move into level 1, low threat. It took 5 weeks to have a change on a website to that level. If we go by that and this original design of the clock, if they follow suit and every 5 weeks we get a trailer and the threat level increases a little bit further, it could mean after another 5 weeks it'll turn to moderate threat, another 5 weeks high threat, next danger, unexpected activity, and then finally emergency. Now the magical exposure threat level clock down here has 8 segments. This technically has 7, but if you count the fact that it has Witch Hunt, Exposures, and Obliviation past the emergency level, it might be that that's allocated 1 segment within this design. If they're consistent with this, it will mean that we will get at the next trailer, or at least an increase into moderate threat, on January the 24th. 5 weeks on for that, we may get another trailer, or at least an increase to high alert, which would be on February the 28th. On April the 4th, we will see it move into danger, and then May the 9th, we would see it move into unexplained activity. And I believe at that point, we will see the game being released. Unexplained activity fits with what this game is going on. We are battling against unexplained activity in the Wizarding World that's putting the Statute of Secrecy at threat. So May the 9th may be the release date, if that's right. But that goes against other information that we have saying that it will be released in 2019. If you haven't seen it yet, online a wholesaler who sells Harry Potter related merchandise stated that there should be an increase in the product selling along with the release of the game in March 2019. So it's a fairly reliable source, and they took it down straight away, realizing that either it was a mistake or that they didn't want people to know the release date. It's not uncommon for games to have dates that they set as expected releases and it get pushed back. So it may be that that March 2019 was accurate at that point, but now that was about a couple of months ago. It may be that they've changed the expected date of release. May 2019 seems like a pretty good time to come out as well, being that it'll be summer. You really want to release this at a time where it's good weather, especially in England, because playing when it's cold sucks. So let's get into breaking down this trailer. So the video starts with a fairly inconspicuous road, but in the distance we can see something in the air. What could it be? We'll get into that in a minute, but it's definitely breaking the speed limit. The speed limit on this road is 80 kilometers per hour, and whatever that is moving at 218 miles per hour. An added detail to this is that we know that it's in Australia, Sydney. First trailer was actually in England, and it was found by a YouTuber who actually managed to find the location of the place. His YouTube channel is GOOGLEPLAY. I'll put the video in the description below. Definitely go check it out, 'cause it's pretty interesting to see whoever directed it added features in it to give it more of a wizarding effect. Now the date recorded is the 14th of the 12th, 2018. Just like the last one, we start with the SOS, Statute of Secrecy Task Force. If you didn't see the last video, the Statute of Secrecy is the law that protects the mystery of the Wizarding World from Muggles, so making sure that they don't know about the Wizarding World. Next we get the Wizards Unite logo, which has the 3 wands, Ron, Hermione, and Harry. We have the Portkey Games logo, the publishers of the game, which is owned by Warner Brothers, and a fleeting look at the magical exposure clock, moving to that next level. In the next scene, we see the Ministry logo with Repello Muggletum, the charm used to repel Muggles from an area, seen in the film used by Hermione when she was protecting her and Harry's camp when they were searching for Horcruxes. Below that, we have spell verified by a different person this time. The best guess of the last one was it was verified by Constance Duquesne, or Kearney. This is not somebody we are familiar with in the Wizarding World, and it's probably somebody brand new to the game. However, I had this handwriting professionally broken down, and I can tell you that this spell is actually verified by Albus Dumbledore. I know what you're thinking, it doesn't look like Albus Dumbledore. Yeah, it's not. It looks like, at best guess, Mesloto Espergarafari. Or Mesloso Gizaperferfer. Metaloso Gizaperfereri. And my challenge to you in this video is come up with a name that actually makes sense from that. Because I'm 99% this is Wizards Unite just having fun and they want to see people try and translate what is probably not even a real name. In addition to this, we see the following information is now officially muggle-proofed. In the next scene, we see what is labelled Trace number 74, the Riderless Nimbus. Being that this is trace number 74, this indicates that there are many other traces, potentially, of magic being used or seen in the Muggle world. Next we see a report that shows that witnesses' reports of UFOs are up 90% in this area. Strangely enough though, none are attributed to flying broomsticks. So either they saw a flying broomstick and just thought it was a UFO, or UFOs are real and they are actually up 90% in this area. Magic exists, so hey, maybe UFOs do as well. It shows the damage and the reports of stunned possums and dented rhubars, an Australian Muggle term, which is an Australian colloquial term for a metal bar or framework of metal bars on the front of a vehicle to protect it during collisions with kangaroos or cattle. And that, I'm not making that up, that isn't a joke, that is genuinely a thing. And then we go to the most important scene. Not one, not two, but three riderless Nimbus 2000s. Going at a max speed of 245 kilometers per hour, breaking the speed limit. And we see a trailer capturing the Nimbus in flight, labeling it as the Nimbus 2000. The threat level is in the 5th segment, which could indicate level 4 danger. And then what looks like a registry stamp of a golden snitch. And then a giant warning saying that magic is at large. And then finally we see the logo going from Wizards Unite to a fleeting glimpse of Harry Potter on top of it. Just the words though, not Harry Potter. I've added him. And back to Wizards Unite. And then the call sign. Enlist immediately. WizardsUnite.com. You can now register there. This trace of magic was recorded by Muggles on Muggle devices and verified by the SOS Task Force to be used as evidence only. So all in all, I'm really excited by this trailer. It looks like they're probably going to be doing one each time the threat level changes, and that's going to be great because it's going to just build the hype up, and hopefully we gain more and more insights into the game as it goes on. With this, we definitely know 3 things. 1, there are magical artifacts in the form of snitches. 2, there are magical artifacts in the form of the Nimbus 2000. And 3, in Sydney, Australia, there may be a ton of UFOs. Okay, that's all for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have and you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. And if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. It helps the channel out. That's all from me. See you next time.